Hey guys, Matt from Zone RV here today to introduce a special truck. We got a lot of people asking us, what is a ZUV? Well, a ZUV is the ultimate expedition vehicle by Zone RV. What do they look like? They look like that. That's a 79 series ZUV. Going to show you a couple of little details. Now, every ZUV has got a number of things that's included in the package when it drives away from Zone. Not necessarily manufacturer specific, but these are the ones that we like to put on. We've built this truck for a friend of ours. We're obviously focused on weight, and that's the key with the canopy on the back, but all the other options as well. We got to really focus on weight, so we got good payloads. On all ZUVs, we're running impact protection. We go for the lightweight touring bar as our standard offering. You can go with other manufacturers. You want to go steel, you want to do the full rails, that's all possible as well. This one particularly has got a 1,700 pound Sherpa 4x4 winch on the front. I'm going off-road shortly with this thing. I'm going to give that a workout. Those guys extremely knowledgeable, nice bit of gear, really good quality solenoids, etc. Obviously comms in a 4x4, especially when you're in convoy, is important, so the GME radio up the front there. Under the hood, look, we keep them pretty standard. We won't toy with that stuff too much. This one's it's got the standard offering. It's a DPF back, Legend X exhaust in the back, and a ECU remap for a little bit more power. We want them all to breathe, so we've upgraded that to the Safari snorkel over there, get the air in. Each ZUV's got the roof rack up the top, and that really is just to bring it in line with the canopy. And normally we've got the sidebars as well, or the brush bars. Not quite ready from the off-road animal guys yet, but those will go on as soon as we get our hands on it. So coming down the back here, obviously with this, she's got a 2-inch lift. We've gone with the ARB Old Man Emu suspension, so the GVM's just under 4 tonne. We all know that this stuff is good quality. It's the remote res, you can select your softness. Beautifully mounted up in there. But yeah, the 4-tonne GVM. Look, this truck, I took it over the weighbridge before. It's just under 3 tonne with my mass inside it. So, we got about a tonne of payload, okay? And that's with this full fit out canopy. So that's what we're focusing on, right? Lightweight touring solutions that you can use legally. Obviously that's important. So you won't see any illegal rubber on these. It's all the correct offsets. That's why you come to Zone, because we make sure that that thing rolling out the door is going to be legit and it's going to look after you on the road. So obviously the canopy, now we're going to dive into the canopy a little bit more, but basically it's the Zone canopy. There's a few special tweaks on the ZUV, but this is how they come, okay? So they're a full fiberglass, fully insulated box. That box as a starting weight is about 190 kilos, okay? So we know as it sits here, it's about 350 to 400, and that's a full fit out canopy. That's with a bed upstairs, believe it or not. So we'll show you how that operates soon, but there is a rooftop tent incorporated into this that we make. Come with this beautiful custom ladder on the back as well. Aluminium, like nice and lightweight, Raptor coated, just goes with the quality of the build. That's what you get when you come with Zone. Nice hard locks up the top there. This one's spec'd out with the reverse camera, or the rear vision camera up the top there. Also runs a hitch up camera down the bottom. So look, they're a really nice spec. That's the outside. Let it come back around, I'll show you the detail inside the canopy. Alrighty, so passenger side canopy. This is obviously the pantry side, and this is where the kitchen stuff's going to go, right? So what we got tucked in here is our slide out workbench. So that's a key part of your kitchen setup. Obviously you want to do a lot of prep here. Got a couple of nice little drawers. So just turn the lights on there for us. There we go. So we've got a couple of nice little lightweight drawers. And then we got these nice racks in here where you can store your gear. We actually run the expedition boxes in these as well. So the other side we're running 3. Another one sits up here, or you can sort of divide your own boxes up for your cutlery and your importing gear. But yeah, works really nicely as far as that layout goes. Nice little low lip up there, so you can be running, low stuff, I guess, towels or whatever you want to run up there. 40 litre Evercool drawer fridge. Nice lightweight, low drawer. The beauty of using something like this is obviously the height, and that's why we're running the drawer down in the saddle locker there, is to get the height right, so you're not, trying to cook your food and stuff when it's all up here, because these trucks are pretty high. Same with this, so you got good access into there. And again, we don't have to have the drawer slide weight as well as the fridge weight, so it's a good weight saving. Up in the bulkhead here, this is some pretty nice tricky stuff. This is our package 2 offering from Enerdrive. So we've got a 200 amp lithium Bluetooth monitored battery down on the floor there. That's coupled up with this 2000 watt inverter. So that inverter is going to be running coffee machines, it's going to be running induction cooktops. Really nice bit of gear. Obviously it's got the breakers and all that on there. They've got a jump start on them now, so if the battery does go flat, traditionally the internal BMS lithium batteries have been a bit of a pain to jump start again, because when the BMS turns it off, it goes to 0 volts. What we do now is we start the truck, put the pair in from the alternator, hold down the jump start, and it'll kick it over. So it's as easy as that. We got switching up here, so internal lighting, and that's all standard on the doors for these things. Exterior lighting, if you've got any, this one doesn't have any option. And then our auxiliaries, so air pumps, if you've got those, all of that stuff's an option with these. We got 12 volt through the USB, there is a cigarette socket there, and then the primary monitoring. So at the moment we're sitting at 84% capacity in the 200 amp lithium. We'll see here that we got a little bit of charge coming in from the sun. She's a bit overcast and we're under some trees. Then it's telling us, right? So we're getting 2 amps charge from the solar. We're using 1.6 amps from everything else that's in here at the moment, fridge on standby, etc. Water tank's empty. There is a barometer in case you need to know what the weather's doing. So yeah, really nice little pack there up against the bulkhead. We know that it's really well put together and it's really well terminated. So yeah, that's this side of the canopy. Now if we want to open the roof, we got 3 latches. So we got latch number 1 just here, so I'm just going to open that. I'll whip around the other side and do the other one, and then I'll meet you at the back. All good, so the 2 front latches are done. The back latch, that's the main compression latch. Obviously that's the highest likelihood of getting dust, so we make sure she's nice and tight. Boom, rooftop tent. Now the beauty of this is actually the same as our Expedition Series roof. We're basically using a composite panel for the roof, an extrusion, and then the struts, okay? So the way that we get it so light, this is 35 kilos, including a mattress, is we use the roof of the canopy as the floor of the bed, okay? So we're not doubling up on multiple layers. Keeps it nice and light. Obviously the roof is really well insulated as well. We got 12 volt for lighting up there, which is a nice comfy mattress, really easy to use. If you ever want to pull it down again, it's coming up the ladder. You're basically just grabbing onto the roof. Down she comes. And then you can just give her a little tuck in as she comes down. Boom. Passenger side. So again, you got the storage lockers, and these are standard on the Zone canopies. Obviously the trundle drawer backs into that, but that's a nice little storage area there for your recovery gear. And then on this side, she's all about storage. So, you know, we do like to run these tubs. Why do we like to run these tubs? They're lightweight, they're waterproof, and they're dustproof, okay? And they're really hard to break. So there's 2 up the top there. There's 1 down the bottom. I mean, you could get bulk in there, but you know, you may have a single swag. You know, you've got recovery gear, you've got, I don't know what you got really. Try and take less stuff, but you've got stuff. 2 more up the top, and that's it. So there she is, the 79 Zouv by Zone RV. This thing has a ton of payload. Reiterate, 1 ton of payload. Absolutely set up for touring. The canopy on the back there, about 200 kilos to start with, fully insulated, so it's a full foam body, fully bonded. There's no aluminium to crack in the corners. So she is strong, she is light, she's set up to tour. These things really are a turnkey package. Look, there's a myriad of options that you can choose on this thing. We can do chassis extensions, we can do track correction, we can do whatever you want essentially. So they are tailored to your needs. This one as it sits here is about 135 grand. So that's what we're tailoring it to. It's a pretty affordable sort of turnkey option to get touring in the ever capable 79 series. So if you want to know more, get in touch with us at Zone RV. Head up our website. Like I said, there's plenty of options, heaps to discuss. Happy to build one for you.